Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for dropping in. Pretty simple plan for today's stream is I'm just going to be just doing some casual bounty hunting where I've made some changes to my Corvette, and then hopefully I've made it a little bit more efficient, a little bit more dangerous, and we'll kind of go from there, I guess. Now I'm assuming it shoots. Is it shoots or is it shuts? Shoots. Shoots? Is that what I said the second one was? Hello, Gareth. Smoran. Try not to butcher that. Are you guys getting no game sound? Oh, that's not right. Give me a second, I will try and sort it out for you. Okay guys, I'm just going to restart my game client because apparently you can't hear it, so that's always a pain in the backside. So I'm hitting you with my technical difficulty slide because it's kind of what it's there for. I must admit, Gareth, I have not been to the Alien Ruins since my live stream that I did with Josh Hawkins and Proximal Gaming, just because I must admit I find it really boring. No, I know what it's like. Don't worry about it. Funny. I will sort it out. It's fine. Right guys, I'm going to have to restart OBS I think in order to get the sound in there, so I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so that should have sorted the sound out, guys, so if you can let me know if you can hear the in-game sound as well as me, that would be wonderful. Well, you really know you've made it when you get ridiculous spam on your stream, don't you? Well, Cascoby, I honestly do not know why that would be the case. I wouldn't be able to tell you why you're having problems with that. I can't pretend to be an expert. I am currently playing in Open, Gareth, which, the more I think about it, the less of a good idea it seems to be.
Understood. Booting up telemetry for fighter control.
Yeah, I'm going to safely assume that everybody's speaking to me, so if I respond to questions that don't make any sense to you guys' answers, just let me know. Right, okay Gareth, I will not worry.
Target destroyed.
But yeah, at the moment guys I'm taking a short break from editing because I've been working on the Elite Dangerous Wildlife video that I have coming out soon. So that's something for everyone to look forward to. I'm kind of excited about it. It should be quite nice. What I hope to be entertaining.
Roger, Commander. Focusing my attack on your target. Target is down. Scanning for more threats.
Well, Avi, I am currently in Perun, or Perun, I wasn't doing the community goal. I was just kind of there for the tail end. I wanted to do some filming and stuff. Phenobrain, I don't want end game content. What I would like is continual progression and always something new to do, because I always get end game burnout in MMOs. So games like World of Warcraft, you know, sitting around all that looking for group crap, just waiting and waiting and waiting to then go off and be able to do something. So I'm not a huge fan of that myself. So I like kind of varied content, interesting. Some storyline would be quite nice. Maybe if they can look at doing something with more with the engineers, a bit of backstory for them maybe make unlocking them a little bit more interesting for other people. Maybe if they add more engineers in. I guess we'll see how the alien situation pans out.
Threat eliminated.
I guess maybe more advanced content, I suppose we'd call it, or something. I don't know what you'd call it. But to me, certainly endgame is a bit of a dirty word. Okay, Avi, best is quite a subjective term in my mind. I mean, if you want quick, that's one thing. If you want easy, that's another thing. And if you want, I guess, quick, easy, and fair, I guess they're all very different things of looking at it. So, obviously, I put a video up about Robigo and going there and essentially taking missions for the CDE and ditching them, selling the slave cargo immediately back onto the black market, which is quite a nice way. But to be honest, I do recommend people play the game still. I know it seems like an unusual thing for someone who openly publishes exploits to say. I still think people should learn to play the game in the right way and all that kind of stuff. So learn to fly the smaller ships before moving on to something bigger. Essentially avoiding that whole harmless in a Corvette thing. So I would say do missions, go exploring, if you haven't already, make sure that you do, all that kind of stuff.
Hull integrity depleted. I'm at 50%. Target is down. Scanning for more threats. Paint the target, Commander. I'm moving in for attack.
Under attack. Flight assist off. Flight assist.
I should be online until around about 4 PM GMT, and that's kind of the, I guess, length of time I'm giving myself for a small rest and actually have some gameplay to myself to do the things that I enjoy, because I love combat more than anything else. I may not be the best at it, far from it, I would say. But yeah, that's what time I'm online until.
Target shields offline.
Oh, how many more hours? I will be. I'll be streaming for probably about another. Where are we? Hour and a half.
Flight assist off. Flight assist off.
I do actually quite like the idea of the player name systems or stellar bodies. I think it'd be an absolute fantastic way to obviously generate some very simple revenue for Frontier. I do think there should be some conditions for it though, like you have to be the person that discovers it first. To me that would make it fair. But no, I do really like the idea. I must admit, it'd be lovely if I could actually find something to shoot at in this resource extraction site. I would say Gareth, yeah. I mean, they do add a little bit more DPS, which is quite nice. They also keep people distracted for you. But I must admit, in a Corvette, you do a lot of damage. I like having it because it's... I don't know. I appreciate the voice stuff that comes with it, where they actually talk to you, and I think there's a lot more scope for that for transmissions from other commanders and stuff as well. Well, maybe not commanders, but NPCs. Certainly, I think that'd be quite nice. Just realised I have a really long wish list for Frontier about things that I would like in game. I really hope they never watch any of my streams, because otherwise they'll be just like, man, this guy is giving us one hell of a lot of work.
Tango is down.
Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Under attack.
Well, I'm gonna throw around a word that gets used. Maybe too much, not enough, not in quite the right circumstances. Immersion. Oh, I said it. I would certainly like to see
Target destroyed.
more of that, more of the voice stuff from NPCs, as I said. Make the universe, the galaxy, alive. Obviously, I would love to have more ships. Who wouldn't like more ships? Alternative combat options, because it's very much, you know, if the ship that I'm in now, I'm not going to be able to take this to Colonia if ever I decide I want to. I've got kind of no options on that. I have to take something else and then transport it, and then it's going to cost me an absolute fortune.
Target shields offline. Target dropped. Target destroyed.
If no one fancies commenting on the fact that I just bounced myself off an asteroid to stop, that'd be great. I'm aware it's a rather unorthodox technique.
Target shields offline.
Roger that. Moving into attack. Threat eliminated.
Well, Phono, I really hope that's going to be the case, because I would love that, because I really like what they've done with the bases and the stations, where they have their own
Commander, I'm not the target here.
their own kind of accents and all that kind of stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. I think it'd be great for lots of voice actors as well. Or maybe some, I don't know, almost some different languages. I find it hard to believe that everyone would speak English, but with a different accent. I'm totally okay with that, and if they fancy putting a translation on the screen for me, which must be able to exist, that'd be great.
Target is down. Scanning for more threats.
I'm not sure if they could afford Harrison Ford. He's kind of a big deal.
Threat eliminated.
Now, something I'm going to quickly take advantage of is the fact that when we repair and reboot, we get our shields back up to about 50%, because at the moment I'm below, and it's a bit of a long slog for me to get my shields back up because they are so ridiculously strong. Oh well, Lady Kitty Unicorn. That's an interesting thing. That's certainly English, Spanish, and Mandarin. Kind of glad we gave up on Esperanto though, as trying to make that a thing, because forcing people to learn a language that no one speaks naturally is a bit of a daft one in my opinion. I'm sure it almost makes sense, but then at the same time it doesn't. Daniel, it's a good one. It's one of the things that I definitely, as a Corvette pilot or a pilot with any like high amounts of shields, you can really benefit from. It's quicker than waiting for them to recharge. Obviously, you can't use it in combat to prevent the exact same thing, because you can make yourself a bit of a hull tank, and then repair, reboot, all that kind of stuff, and get your shields back up in no time at all without any real damage. Have I ever fought Stefan Diffcureman? No, I'm gonna go with definitely no. On the topic of languages, I'm just going to say one thing that really, really winds me up is slang talk, such as, especially in the UK, when people really, really get things wrong and they use the wrong words for things, and that really, it winds me up. Call me a bit of a purist, if you will, and quite old-fashioned. Well, I kind of am, I guess, but yeah. I'd be interested to see what Frontier think the English language would be like based on the current language trends that are coming in.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
I am playing an open, and my opinion on the alien ships is, well, Oresians being a faction of Thargoids or subspecies, I am saying these are going to be Thargoids. I'm going with Thargoids. They're checking our strength out, and their intention is to eventually come at us. And the reason why I think that is because I don't see how we would have good gameplay provided to us via the route of diplomacy and all that kind of stuff. I just don't see, because it doesn't really exist in game at the moment. It would have to involve such a huge overhaul in gameplay for Frontier. I don't think they'd manage to do it.
Tango is down.
With regards to combat rank, you have to kill stuff. That's literally the only way to get it. You can improve your combat rank by killing mainly elite or higher ranked NPCs. That's really good. I do know that it's all about, you get more, you kind of get experience, I guess, is the better the ranking of the ship that you're attacking, the higher or the faster you'll rank up and the higher you can get. There's no real kind of stage to it, you just keep plodding through the ranks. For me anyway, I would say bounty hunting, conflict zones, all that stuff.
Target is down. Scanning for more threats.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
I'm thinking what will happen with the potential alien war, Phonobrone, is they would basically have them as if they have conflict zones at the moment, so you'd drop into them, they would probably be an alien mothership, and you'd be essentially picking a side and getting involved. I think that's the way they're going to go with it. To me that seems the easiest to implement and the most reliable. And obviously you get missions for it, and maybe you'd have individual targets where it's a search for certain signal sources and all that kind of stuff, so you can drop in and attack a ship. What I'm really hoping for is more kind of, I guess, wing-based gameplay to encourage people into open, because at the moment I think there's not a huge amount of reason for people to play an open, and the risk of griefing seems exceptionally high in my opinion. Especially for newer players, it's very, very risky, and especially if you've played in solo and you've built up your ship and you've got like, oh yeah, great, you know, I'll drop into 100 million per Thargoid kill. Man, they'd nerf that in a second, wouldn't they, if they put that in by accident. So yeah, I think it's exceptionally difficult for people to get into open if you don't have a stack of cash behind you, and at least I certainly felt that way. Really, really nervous, all that kind of stuff. Bigger instances would be good if we could have more commanders in together at the same time.
Target shields offline.
Okay, Commander. Concentrating fire on primary target.
Ten
Target is down.
hours?
Scanning for more threats.
10 hours? My goodness, that's mad.
Target shields offline.
Yeah, Ian, I can agree with you on that one. That'd be pretty cool too. I would also like the large alien ship versus the battle cruisers, and maybe actually seeing a battle cruiser get destroyed, or them actually happen. That'd be cool. Not just where they run away.
Target destroyed.
You are but a cat. Okay. Yep, Adam, agree with you on that one. Definitely more wings, more social interaction. Huge fan of that. Even if they added almost like a... Or, no, I've changed my mind. I was going to say a bit like in games like WoW and the Old Republic, that you can have groups that you can join and you get like the looking for group kind of application in-game.
Under attack.
But I think that might be a bit too bit of a dark path to go down.
Target shields offline.
Paint the target, Commander. I'm moving in for attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree with the death mechanic there and the reworking of it. I do feel as though, and I've said it before, I'm a fan of the PvP flag. Migrate everything over to open, give them a PvP flag, done, problem solved. If you're not flagged for PvP, you can't damage other players, and if you are flagged for PvP, you can be damaged. I think that should be the way it goes. Because originally when Frontier were developing it, they were talking about the fact that it was going to have an offline mode and you didn't have to actually be connected to the internet at all times, and I do think they did kind of force it a little bit, but I mean, I'm not really bothered by the being connected to the internet a bit. I wouldn't be live streaming otherwise, would I? I actually think manned turrets would be insanely difficult to achieve. I'm really unsure about this whole multi-crew thing and how it's going to work. I'm not really sure where I sit on it.
Target shields offline.
Oh, I can do some fiddling around with the volumes if everyone else agrees.
Target destroyed.
Okay, hopefully I've reduced the volume of the in-game sound a little bit for you guys. Right, this NPC's name, I do think sometimes that they, and I say they, FDev, have got a fantastic sense of humour.
Roger that. Moving into attack.
My question to you guys was going to be, what do you guys want to see coming up in future updates? Because obviously I can give my opinions all day long, but I am but one man.
Okay, Commander. Concentrating fire on primary target.
Yes, Kobe, we can. Obviously I'm not going to be having the in-game voice comms on, otherwise it makes things super confusing.
Target is down. Scanning for more threats.
And Cascade, I'm also going to put the wing beacon on as well for you, so it'll be easy to find. But yeah, definitely with the I'm all about the social interaction these days. When I first started playing, I avoided everybody like the plague, but the more I'm playing, the more I feel as though I'm definitely a lot more into the whole social aspect, I guess. Hence why I tell people to add me in game, is because I enjoy the social stuff. Or getting to enjoy the social stuff. It makes it a little bit more interesting considering how much I actually play the game. Yes, 100% SRV variations. Something more combat based, like a combat SRV, that would be pretty cool. You get combat ships, why can't you have combat SRVs?
Roger that. Moving into attack. Threat eliminated.
Diagnostic repair sequence initiated.
I'm currently bounty hunting in Perun at the moment, or Perun. I think Perun sounds better. Oh, sorry, I misread this. Where's your ship? Yes, I am in a Federal Corvette. I would also like to see more ways of interacting with things apart from scanning, shooting, and booping. Because at the moment you're left with those three options really. If you can shoot it, you can scan it, and you can bump into it, and they're your options.
Target shields offline. Under attack. Flight assist off. Flight assist.
Yeah, the space legs, I think they're calling that as a feature, or at least I think that's what we're calling it. I am totally up for that. Now, whether or not it turns into a first-person shooter part, that'll be interesting, or whether they just have it as a, look, you can look around your own ship, you can look around a station, or if you can actually get a gun, boarding actions, that'd be good. You know, with bases and having player bases, they haven't really ever spoken about that at all. That's never been something Frontier ever kind of promised. So I would be pretty surprised if they were to add it in. It would add a fantastic dimension to gameplay, definitely. But as I said, they've never mentioned it.
Okay, Commander. Concentrating fire on primary target.
Under attack. Target shields offline.
Target is down. Scanning for more threats. Roger that. Moving into attack.
Target shields offline.
I'm under heavy fire, Commander. Hull is critical. I can't take any more hits, Commander. Fighter is down, Commander.
With the star points and the asteroid bases, yeah, they have shown that in the reveal trailer, which is pretty good. I am looking forward to that. It's going to look really amazing. It's going to be pretty punishing, I imagine, on graphics cards, but yeah, it's going to look fantastic. Yeah, the rank up missions thing is almost another way for FDev to kind of slow down the progression, because I do think there is an awful lot of rushing from people to get through things. Oh, good news, my fighter pilot has now been promoted to dangerous. And Mi- Meowisa? I'm gonna go with that. You're gonna tell me it's wrong. Welcome to the party.
Commencing fighter deployment. Fighter is ready. Give the order, Commander.
Meow. Okay, meow it is.
Paint the target, Commander. I'm moving in for attack.
Target shields offline. Warning, thermal signature amplified.
Now,
Frameshift charge.
Kaskobi, are you sure you've gone to the correct
Take them out before they jump.
hazardous resource extraction site? Because there are two very close to each other.
Threat eliminated. Patrolling for enemy. I think we're in the clear, Commander.
Diagnostic repair sequence initiated.
Now, something I don't know whether or not is if Frontier intended for the reboot sequence to be used like I am, that kind of constant using it, because I thought it was only a potential chance that you would get your shields to come back up, but it seems to be a 100% of the time. Yeah, I suppose because you're out of combat, there's nothing stopping you from sitting there waiting for your shields to recharge, I guess. Now with the ranking up on a way in, for me, I always tend to go to a different system. So that's what I tend to do. I go to a different system to pick up the rank up mission because they don't seem to spawn where I've been doing the rank up or the ranking up. I will say that Meow that the chrome surfaces, they look much better after they've had the, or during the patch they had their textures redone. They look so much nicer than they did. It's not as shiny or chrome as I was hoping for it to be, if I'm honest. I wanted it to be like insanely shiny, like amazing, incredible, blinding, like a mirror.
Under attack.
Varnish. Spinners? Do you mean like chrome rims? Meow, I don't normally use EDFX. I do have it installed, but I tend not to use it because where I make the videos, I try and avoid having things look a little bit too better than the game actually provides initially, because it seems misrepresentative. But yeah, if I could get chrome rims on my SRV, that'd be pretty sweet. Ah, classic. So it looks to be you guys are having some video issues, I think. If you can let me know how bad it is or how bad it looks. I can always pause the stream for a minute, then restart it again if that'll help. Okay, so it's just YouTube telling me there are problems, and there aren't, because it's telling me the video output is low. But obviously if you guys are having no problems, that's what counts. I will believe you rather than YouTube.
Roger that. Moving into attack.
I mean, to be fair, when I think it comes to live streams, most people typically know what the game looks like that the tuber's playing. So I can understand if you'd want to listen to my wonderful voice instead. I don't really understand that at all, but you guys, it's up to you. Well, I'm starting to feel like this is a bit of a naff instance, and that they aren't spawning too many decent things, decent targets. Okay, Meow. See you in a second. Now, I was told that passenger missions had been improved and kind of brought up to something that you might actually want to do. And to actually make them worth doing. Am I wrong, or does that all depend on kind of faction reputation and all that kind of stuff? Because obviously, the better you are aligned with a faction. Innocent, welcome to the show. Game crash. Fantastic. Time for the technical difficulty slide. But yeah, that was a classic kind of crash thing. So if you guys can hear me again, please let me know. Okie doke, I'm going to have to restart the game client again because it will not let me connect to the Frontier servers. Now, when I did the live stream with Josh Hawkins and Proximal Gaming, they were both surprised that I remembered to have a technical difficulties slide ready, and now I didn't really think that I'd be using it quite as much as I am. My internet provider is PlusNet. My internet connection is meh, if I were to describe it in any way possible. Actually, Meow, you're right. It is not worse than that. Sky is not better, in my opinion, Avi. I have tried to use it, and I have had all kinds of problems with them before. But I think everyone's experiences always seem to have different issues. Alan, for me, I enjoy bounty hunting the most, I would say, just because of I absolutely love the way that this looks. When you take a look at the rings and the ring systems and how they all kind of look and stuff. Big fan. I've actually had less problems with PlusNet than I have with any other internet provider so far. But I mean, to be fair, any of them that use the BT network are probably going to have the same issues because it's the same wiring and it's the same engineers and all that kind of stuff. Vimpelcom. See, to me that's kind of a better name. Innocent, I have not. But to be honest, I feel as though I'm able to spend a lot of time in the resource extraction sites because of the ship, so I don't really typically have to worry too much about that kind of stuff. I do actually agree with Phono on that one, that it is a little bit confusing that optimized maths is the thing that increases your frame shift drive jump range, instead of just calling it jump range. Oh yeah, my transactions tab, if anyone spots it, I do have a 7.6 million credit fine with CDE. That is going to soon be a bounty. And if anyone helps assisting me in a sidewind to get rid of it, bring a kill run scanner and we can have a conversation about it. Unfortunately, guys, there's no point in doing it for another 6 hours and 48 minutes, because at the moment it's still a fine. We have to wait for it to mature into a bounty, and obviously you do only get 1 million. Innocent, they are in my wing because they joined the stream and they asked. If you are local and around Innocent, certainly if you want to come and get involved in the combat, I'm going to be online for probably another hour or so. There was a community goal in the system. Well, there is. It's currently for that thing. What's that word that I'm looking for? Cargo delivery. I got a 7 million credit fine by abandoning missions, basically. Very well paid missions and keeping the cargo. Man, you know, when you guys say it out loud, it sounds so much worse. In my head, it's totally okay, and it's quite funny. But when you guys say it out loud, it's like, oh man, that's evil.
Tango is down.
And yes, the Robigo video. Yeah, actually, totally, I could do that. I could totally do that. But I say it won't be for another 7 hours, and later on this evening I intend to be attempting to get into the CQC with the devs, and hopefully, I say hopefully, getting a few kills in on them. That's my plan for this evening.
Target is down. Scanning for more threats.
And I feel like we've found ourselves in a really crap instance. Now, I don't think they have any intention to be able to create trading between players. I did do a video actually on the problems with it or the potential issues, and also some ideas of how to save it as well and how to actually make it work. But it's a very tricky thing, in my opinion. It's going to be, well, yeah, essentially very, very difficult to work out for FDev to get the balancing right, I would say.
Roger, Commander. Focusing my attack on your target.
Now, does anyone have any good ideas of different loadouts for the Corvette? I'm interested in that. I claim to be no expert with regards to that. And I always say this, I kind of go with what I think works, and the fact that huge multi-cannons exist, I just went for them because they didn't have them and then they did, and now I'm stuck with them because of my engineer upgrades, and I refuse to let go of them.
Threat eliminated.
Frameshift charge detected.
Meow, are you actually flying your fighter?
Roger that. Moving into attack.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
Target destroyed. We're all clear. No more threats in this sector.
Right, Meow, that makes sense. Kaskobi, yes, we are in the same instance. I do not know how you are not. Four turret burst. That's an interesting one. I have gone for the two huge multi-cannons, and then I've got two medium beams turreted, and then we've got the rest of pulsers. With the beams, I tend to use it so that I can just keep track of what I'm firing at, because as much as I want, my spatial awareness isn't great. And that actually was an epic flyover, so if you fancy doing it again, Meow, that'd be fantastic. Okay guys, when you see that, that's going to look absolutely fantastic. Now, if anyone missed that, obviously you have to wait until it's fully uploaded and then rewind the live stream to watch it. But that was absolutely fantastic. That was some good flying. I'm impressed. Now, if we could just find something to actually shoot at, that would be great. I'm not sure if I had the DVR thing switched off or not, so I don't know how far you guys can actually go back and stuff. That's why I said that. Yeah, Kaskobi, if you leave your instance you're in, we're going to fly up and out, and we will see how that works out for us. See if we can all get into the same one.
Commencing recovery, Commander. Stand by.
Frameshift charge detected.
Fighter
Frameshift
is locked
drive
down.
charging.
We're good to go, Commander.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
That was a Hazres. Oh, classic NPC. So I keep being, because of my bounty on my head, I keep being targeted by huge numbers of NPCs. But yeah, I think Meow just struggled with that one. I think it was just a bad instance. So we can always, I guess, turn around and go straight back in. Kaskobi, if you can come out of the ring, because we're going to basically turn around and go back in. Now, I'm insanely trigger happy innocent, so I do always feel the need to shoot people and get the kills, get the credits, get the monies, get the experience. I'm all about that. Okay, Kaskobi, you are not on our scopes by the look of things. Which is kind of bizarre. Yeah, Kaskobi, you're basically nowhere. No, you should just be able to. If we were able to get into the same wing and stuff, I really would expect you to be around.
Under attack. Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat.
Oh, classic. NPCs willing to become wanted because they are because they want some kills, but do they realise that it makes it okay for me to then attack them? This is something I'd like them to fix. If there was a scanning time where they actually used a kill warrant scanner, that would be fantastic. But killing an FDL for 200 credits, to me, it's not even worth the ammo. Especially when there's another one flying around with an actual bounty on it. Now this is why crime doesn't pay. Peter, go for it.
Target shields offline.
Right, hopefully it is time to actually get paid for killing people. Jimi Hendrix. He's as good a target, isn't he?
Understood. Keeping up telepresence for fighter control. SLS is online. Standing by. Take it easy, Commander. I'm not the target here.
Shields offline. Target shields online. Target shields offline.
Peter, I said go for it. Ask whatever question you like. Can't guarantee you're going to get a decent answer.
Threat eliminated. Patrolling for enemy. I think we're in the clear, Commander.
Well, how on earth this guy just magically got 4 kilometers away from me? That I don't understand. Ah, that explains it.
Paint the target, Commander. I'm moving in for attack.
I can recommend the Paladin Consortium, who I am a member of. They are absolutely fantastic. I'm a member of them, and they're a really, really good bunch, really friendly, and they're always up for doing things in game and stuff. But it kind of depends what you're looking for. You know, you're just looking for some people to go hunting with, you know, a bit of role playing, a bit of get into PvP eventually, all that kind of stuff, or is it just the whatevs?
Roger, Commander. Focusing my attack on your target.
Target shields online. Target shields
Well, Peter, you can always add me in game if you like. I am more than happy to hang out and do some bounty hunting and give you a bit of a hand if you like.
Target, Commander.
As long as I'm online and I'm not doing anything else, I'm more than happy to help. Well, Euphoria, we've not been up to much at all. Talking about things that we would like to see in the game. We've also been talking about a little bit about outfitting and stuff, and all that kind of
target shields.
gubbins.
Target destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Sky is clear. No more targets.
Yeah, I can safely say that flying around in a A-rated Corvette without a classic, without the money to rebuy at least 3 times is a massive mistake. Okay, now Meow, I'm going to have to go and hit the station in a minute because I am out of ammo with one of my guns and I do not have the synthesis materials, so I will have to go and restock in a minute.
Frameshift charge detected. Under attack.
Sean, I can say with the Paladins, they kind of everyone does their own thing pretty much. The tagline is was it pilot autonomy unified as one or something similar to that. So it's kind of about doing your own thing, but you can do whatever you like with other people. They do have a couple of set rules about, you know, basically not being a dick to other people. But that's kind of it. With regards to active players, I was going to say there are people on all day, every day, all the time.
Frameshift charge detected. Target shields online. Target shields offline.
Koskobi, I will not be streaming tomorrow at the same time because unfortunately I will be at work. Sean, yes, I do believe there is a site. I'm actually a really bad representative of the Paladin Consortium, and if any of them are watching this live stream, I'm really sorry that I don't know. I have a really bad memory. We'll go with that, really bad memory. But certainly, yeah, there is a site. Also, you can find them on Inara. Meow, I'm going to just head back to the station to, I guess, cash in, and also to... screw the fighter, he can stay out there. And yeah. But yep, sure. Paladin Consortium. And if you tell them Plater sent you, they should be pretty good. One thing I will say is that it is a player group for, I guess, adults, is the best way of putting it. So typically they don't take anyone who's under the age of 18. Yeah, see, I knew there'd be someone on the stream who would know. I should be ashamed, really, shouldn't I? Oh, Gallic, please don't tell people. Pitch rate. Oh, you see, you're asking the wrong person, Robert. I am really, really bad when it comes to stats and stuff like that. But what I'll do is I'll have a quick look for you whilst I am restocking at the station. But Robert, you're going to need to ask me again in a second, because I have a really bad short-term memory, which I'm going to blame mainly on the fact that I used to do a lot of martial arts and I got hit in the head a lot. I wasn't very good at it, but I used to do them a lot. Okay, guys, please don't hate on the landing too much. I am aware that I made a small mistake. I definitely overshot the entrance. Sean, yes, we do. That is LFT 47. Hopefully, I got that right at least. I'll soon find out if I'm wrong, because that's how it goes. And after saying LFT 47, I feel like it's 37, and I've made a massive mistake, and I'm going to get absolutely roasted for it.
Touchdown sequence complete. Dispatching ground crew. Good to have you, Commander.
Right, okay, so we were talking about pitch rates, weren't we? And what they were. And what they should be and all that kind of stuff. Is that right? Yeah, it's LFT 37. I am going to be in so much trouble.
Incoming message. Incoming message.
Detach confirmed. Observe queuing system when exiting the station.
Landing gear detected.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Stats are not my strong point at all, Robert. So I am basically going to defer to someone else to answer that question.
Scan detected.
Clear the exclusion zone. Till next time, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
Once again, ask the question: is the stream running okay for everybody, or are people getting buffering? Well, this should be interesting, guys. I have just been interdicted by a commander, which should be fun, I guess.
Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat.
One of these builds. So this is actually something I have a real problem with, and I can only assume that this person is probably watching my stream at the same time and deciding that it's time to do a spot of trolling. And as you can see, I cannot select them whatsoever. But Meow, if you want to drop in, that'd be lovely. Why not? I mean, it is just a... I say just a vulture. And the local security has turned up, so that should be fun. But somehow I keep being Yeah. How are they doing this? Does anybody know? Can someone tell me on the stream? Can someone tell me how every time I select them, I get something hits me? Because I'd be interested to know what the whether this is a weapon thing or if this is a... Because hopefully we can do some lesson teaching. I mean, don't get me wrong, this isn't exactly what I would describe as a fair fight in any circumstance whatsoever, unless they are a considerably better pilot than myself. But no, you can't have silent running whilst they have shields. That is actually impossible. But I must admit, I'm not really a PvP player, and I'm open to admit that. So if anyone was to drop in and kill me, it's not particularly impressive for anybody involved. Just because I'm in a Corvette, I have always said I have no clue how to actually fly. I do know that there are some builds that can actually do this, where they hit you and they break lock on. I actually genuinely hope this guy's got a decent bounty on his head. Actually, that'd be pretty cool. Let's find out. 24 grand. Not bad. Meow, did you get destroyed? How'd... Is it 4 o'clock already? Blimey, it is actually 4 o'clock. So just so you guys know, when I stream, I have a laptop next to me that I look at my stream on, and for some reason the timing keeps going really super weird on it. So it's a bit of an awkward one, because for me, I'm like, oh no, I'll wait until it's about the stream's been active for an hour and a half, and that's really bleeding confusing for me. But yeah, so I'm actually going to call it time, because I have a script to write for Elite Wildlife Beluga. So I am going to call it time on that play session. So I'm going to say thank you to everyone who's been watching. Also thank you to Meow, Innocent, and let's see if I can actually not butcher your name, Koskobi, for at least trying to bounty hunt with me. It's been good fun. But remember, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be doing some more live streaming typically as time goes on. Plus, I'm going to be putting out loads more content as well. So, once again, thank you guys for watching. Commander Plater, out.